all on my lane. You all on my lane. You ain't overlooked. So get out the way. I gave you the book. I gave you the game. The boy gotta cook. The boy got a flame. Serving in the kitchen like you need no. Plenty bitchin', whipping different flavors like a bistro. Kick it, dip it, flip it, keep it hunting like a seed note. Switching, keep it pimping every single place that he go. I got it. Lathan got the flame. Lathan got the flame. Boy, you know the name. Get up out the way. Lathan got the flame. Lathan got the flame. Stay up out the kitchen if you ain't the one that's whipping, huh? Hey, yo, Lathan, man, cook them boys up something real quick, man.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Now today we got the most amazing oyster mushroom pasta. That is oyster mushroom pasta, and we're gonna just call this for the heck of it the Newk Landas, because this is kind of similar to the dish they made in Nibble in the Night. So, and then they gave me the ingredients to make this dish. So the first thing we want to do is get you a whole clove of garlic or a whole head of garlic, and get you 3 cloves off. And you can use more garlic if you need more, but for this recipe and the amount, I feel like 3 cloves of garlic could do you well. So you're going to get that garlic chopped up. You ain't got to chop it much because we're going to muddle it. And then you're going to get some parsley, and then you're going to chop it up. And it's pretty much how much you want. I did like a handful of each because I don't need much, but I just need enough for this dish. But you can use the excess chimichurri and use it for something else, but I'm just making a small amount of chimichurri. So you're going to go ahead and muddle that garlic up, and you can do this by hand. You can do it in a food processor. It really doesn't matter. But once you get that garlic muddled, we're going to go ahead and add our parsley to it, and we're just going to muddle that just a little bit. We just want to break it down a little bit and get some of those green oils incorporated with the garlic. And then here's the signature dish, or the star of the dish. We got the Pickle Red Onions, and these was made by Chef Newk and Chef Landas. And I'm just take a couple of tablespoons of that brine and add it to my chimichurri, and that's going to give us some sweet notes as well as some tang and some bitter notes from the pickle. All right, once we get that brine inside of that chimichurri, go ahead and muddle that just a little bit. Break down the onions, a little of them onions, just a little bit, but not much. Then we're going to go ahead and add some salt in. You don't need to season much because it was a pickle brine, but it did need a little salt. And then you're going to go ahead and finish with some red wine vinegar, and that's just to give you some sharpness to it. And once you get that red wine vinegar in there, you're going to go ahead and put the good quality olive oil in at the end, and then stir it up, and there you have it. Amazing chimichurri sauce that'll go well with this dish. Now, this is not the chimichurri that they made for Nibble in the Night, but it's just a take and a compliment to what they made, and using the pickle red onions in my chimichurri. So thank you guys a lot for that. All right, next we're gonna go ahead and fry our garnish up, and we're gonna do some lemon pepper oyster mushrooms. And that I said lemon pepper oyster mushrooms. So you're gonna get your oyster mushrooms and then add a little flour to it, all purpose, just so the buttermilk can stick to that. And we're gonna run it through the breading process. So we got flour, then we got buttermilk, and then we got our I believe that's Zatarain's lemon pepper fish fry. Now you can make your own, but I want to make this recipe really simple for you guys, and just grabbing this box would be really simple to do. So once you get all the mushrooms breaded up, just repeat that step, and then we're going to fry in batches. So make sure you remember the frying batches. But get all your mushrooms battered, then have them all on the plate, however you want to present them up. And then we're going to go ahead and fry these guys up. And like I said, fry them in batches. I had about 12 pieces, so I fried them 6 and 6. So go ahead and get those pieces in the oil, and make sure that oil is 350 degrees. And it's not going to take long to fry up. I mean, they're going to fry up pretty quickly. So you're going to stand there the whole time because you don't want to burn these mushrooms. But you're going to get some good crisp on these mushrooms. I'm just flipping them just in case they need to be flipped. Once these guys get fried up and ready, go ahead and take them out, and then pop them on a wire rack. And you popping them on a wire rack to let the oil drain off of them, and also to keep them crispy. If you pop these directly on top of paper towel, the paper towel gonna get soggy and it's not gonna stay crispy. So Put them on top of a wire rack and you'll be good. Then the next part of our oyster mushrooms, we're going to go ahead and just saute them up with a little olive oil mixed with a little canola oil just to get a higher smoke point. And then we're going to add a little salt, a little pepper to them. And then the remaining parsley that you had from the chimichurri, you can chop that up and put some in there as well. So just going to let these things saute up. Get your spoon, kind of mix them up a little bit. Just make sure you get some good color on these mushrooms. And you'll begin to smell like these oyster mushrooms smell so good and they taste so good. Got very meaty consistency about them. And so once they get to this point, like I said, you add the remaining parsley in there. We're going to go ahead and take them out of the pan and make sure you taste them. Make sure you don't need any seasonings. But once you figure out they're good, take them out of the pan, and then we're going to go ahead and deglaze that fun off the bottom of the pan with some heavy cream. And we're going to go ahead and begin to make our cream sauce. So we got heavy cream in there, and just kind of reduce it, but not by half. You want to just reduce it a little bit because you don't want the sauce to break. But go ahead and season it up while it's reducing. And I got some good onion powder. You know how I do it. Onion powder. And then I got some granulated garlic, or granulated onion and granulated garlic. Go ahead and add both of those in there. And then to give us that good savory seasoning factor, we're going to add some Lawry's in there. Or you can use your favorite seasoned salt. You can use blackening seasoning, Cajun seasoning, pretty much whatever you want to use. You can even just use salt. But once you get that seasoned up, make sure you taste that cream sauce. And the cream sauce should taste very good and seasoned. And then once you get to this point, going to reduce it just a little bit more, and then we're going to go ahead and kill that heat. And you want to kill the heat before you add your cheese, because heat and cheese and the cream sauce, it will break. So go ahead and kill your heat, and then go ahead and begin to add your cheese. And I added about a half a cup of just Parmesan cheese into this mix. Like I said, you don't need much cheese. The cream sauce is already incredible as it is, but the cheese will just give it some good flavor and a lot of good body. Once you get that sauce all thick and nappy, we're going to go ahead and add our mushrooms into the sauce and mix that into the sauce. And that's going to be the base of our pasta sauce. So once you get those mushrooms well incorporated into that sauce, oh my goodness, the sauce is so thick and chunky, and then the mushrooms give you this good meaty consistency. This is amazing pasta. 100% vegetarian, by the way. All right, so once you get that all mixed in and incorporated, we're going to go ahead and add our pasta into this dish. And in the beginning, I missed out. We cooked just a handful of spaghetti. You can cook your own favorite pasta, but you didn't need much. I just did like a handful. You'll see that in the beginning of the video. I think I missed saying it. But get that pasta incorporated into that sauce, and then we can begin to plate because it is done. So I just went down with a ring mold because I want to plate this thing with some height and just make it pretty. So I got a carving fork, a spoon, and a ring mold, and I'm going to go ahead and put the first batch of pasta at the bottom of that ring mold, and then we're going to stack onto that pasta with another glob of pasta, and this just to build up some height to the dish. And then we're going to go on with some of that mushroom cream sauce just to finish that off. Go on with a little bit more because this is good and amazing, and it's a vegetarian pasta, so that's going to be like your protein factor to this dish. And then we're going to go on with some of our good chimichurri. You can add how much it is, how less it is, but it gives you that sharpness that'll cut through all the fat from that sauce. But once you get the chimichurri on there, you can go ahead and release the ring mold. And then I just went on with some fresh parsley just to make it look pretty for you guys. And look at that. My goodness, it's good. Then we're going to go ahead and finish with our lemon pepper oyster mushrooms. Now, you didn't have to use lemon pepper, but it just gave you some contrast to the dish and added kind of some acidic notes along with the chimichurri. So that's why I went on with the lemon pepper. But there you have it, man. The most incredible oyster mushroom vegetarian pasta inspired by the Sicilian bowl from Nibble in the Night that was presented to you by Chef Newk and Chef Landas. Man, this thing was so incredible, and it gave me all the notes that I had from the Sicilian bowl, just minus the risotto. But this thing was really incredible. Thank you guys for the ingredients, man, to make this dish. And thank you guys for checking this video out. The most incredible Chef Newk, Chef Landas pasta from the Bistro. Like, comment, share, subscribe, man. I really appreciate you guys for checking this channel out. And always checking out my videos. We're going on with a little more chimichurri, but thank you guys for always checking these videos out. Like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Chef Newk, Chef Landas, man, from the Bistro. I'm out.